You know that little yellow box sitting in the back of your pantry? The one you bought 6 months ago and maybe used once for baking? That box is probably doing nothing for you right now, and that is a genuine shame, because what you are holding is one of the most powerful, safest, and cheapest cleaning agents on the planet. I want to be upfront with you. I am John Marcus, and this channel, Seniors Cleaning Hacks, exists because I got tired of watching good, hard-working people spend money on bottles of cleaning spray that do half of what they promise and leave behind a chemical smell that lingers for hours. My mother used to scrub her kitchen floor on her hands and knees every single Saturday morning. She had a cabinet full of expensive products, and yet the grout never truly looked clean. The sink still had water spots by Sunday, and the oven always smelled faintly like last week's dinner. She did not know what I am about to share with you, and I really wish she had. So before we get into the specific hacks, I want you to grab that box of baking soda. Keep it nearby because in the next few minutes, you are going to see your cleaning routine change completely, and your grocery bill is going to thank you too. If this kind of practical, no-nonsense advice is useful to you, please hit that subscribe button. It costs you nothing, and it means we can keep making these videos every single week. Why baking soda actually works before we go through the hacks, I want to spend just 2 minutes on the science, and I promise to keep it simple because this part matters. When you understand why something works, you use it properly, and most people are not using baking soda properly. Baking soda is sodium bicarbonate. Its pH sits at around 8.3, which means it is mildly alkaline. Now, what does that mean for cleaning? It means it dissolves organic compounds, grease, food residue, body oils, and sticky grime, because grease and oil actually favor an alkaline environment. According to chemistry experts, alkaline substances cause fats to saponify, meaning they convert into a water-soluble soap-like compound that rinses away cleanly. That is not a fancy trick, that is plain chemistry working in your favor. At the same time, each tiny grain of baking soda is a soft crystal with a Mohs hardness of around 2.5. That is harder than the grime you are trying to remove, but softer than almost every surface in your home. Enamel, stainless steel, ceramic, glass, so it scrubs without scratching. And then there is the odor part. This is the one most people get wrong. A lot of people think baking soda just absorbs smell the way a sponge absorbs water. But what it actually does is neutralize odor molecules chemically. It changes them so they no longer register as a bad smell. It does not cover anything up. It eliminates the source. When you combine these three properties, alkaline degreasing, gentle abrasion, and odor neutralization, in the right technique with proper contact time, you have a cleaning tool that rivals products costing 10 times as much. That is what we are going to explore right now. Hack number 1, the stainless steel sink revival. Let's start in the kitchen, because that is where most of the heavy lifting happens. Stainless steel sinks are beautiful when they are clean, and they look absolutely worn out when they are not. Water spots, grease film, and mineral deposits build up fast, especially if you have hard water. A lot of people reach for vinegar alone, but vinegar is acidic, and while it handles mineral deposits well, it can sometimes leave a streaky residue if not rinsed perfectly. Here is a better approach. Wet the sink slightly with warm water. Sprinkle a generous layer of baking soda over the entire surface, including down into the drain area where gunk loves to hide. Take a damp microfiber cloth, not a rough scrubbing pad, just a regular damp cloth, and work it in small circular motions across the sink. The baking soda gently lifts the mineral deposits and the grease film at the same time. Pay extra attention around the faucet base and the drain ring because those spots collect the most buildup. Rinse thoroughly with warm water. Then, and this is important, dry the sink with a clean towel rather than letting it air dry. Air drying is what brings back those water spots. That drying step is what gets you the mirror-like finish that makes the sink look practically new. This takes less than 2 minutes, and you do not need a single drop of chemical cleaner. Hack number 2, oven door glass. This one is the cleaning task that people put off the longest and for understandable reasons. The inside of your oven door glass gets that horrible brown, baked-on crust, and it feels impossible to reach properly. But baking soda handles this beautifully if you give it time to work. Mix 3 parts baking soda to 1 part water and stir it into a thick paste roughly the consistency of toothpaste. Spread this paste across the inside surface of the glass door. Do not rush this step. Make sure it is evenly coated. Now here is the key instruction. Do not wipe it off after 10 minutes. Let it sit for at least 30 minutes. If the buildup is severe, leave it overnight. What is happening during that wait time is that the alkaline baking soda is slowly breaking down the baked-on grease and carbonized food residue. When you come back, take a damp cloth and wipe the paste away. You will see the brown gunk lift right along with it. For any spots that remain, use a plastic scraper. An old loyalty card from your wallet works perfectly, and gently work at the residue. Never use metal scrapers on glass. The difference on a badly stained oven door is almost shocking, and you did it without oven spray, without fumes, and without straining your wrist. Hack number 3. Cutting board. Deep clean cutting boards are one of the sneakiest problem areas in any kitchen. The knife marks and grooves that develop over time become tiny trenches where bacteria, food particles, and odors settle in. Regular soap and water cleans the surface, but it does not reach down into those grooves. Here is the combination that does. Sprinkle baking soda across the board, cut a lemon in half and use the cut side as your scrubber. Work the lemon across the baking soda in a firm, circular motion. The lemon juice is acidic, so it reacts slightly with the baking soda, creating a gentle fizzing action that helps lift debris from the grooves. At the same time, the lemon's natural antibacterial properties work on any lingering bacteria, while the baking soda physically scours the surface. Rinse with hot water afterward, and let it dry standing upright, not flat. Flat drying traps moisture underneath and encourages warping and mold growth. This also works magnificently for getting the onion and garlic smell out of a board. Those smells soak deep into the wood grain, and regular washing barely touches them. Baking soda and lemon pulls them right out. A quick word about timing before we go further. I want to pause and share something that separates people who get great results with baking soda from people who try it once and give up. Contact time. The single most common mistake people make is applying baking soda and immediately wiping it away. That does almost nothing. Baking soda needs time to break down the compounds it is working on. Whether you are cleaning the oven door, the grout, or a drain, let it sit. Go make a cup of tea. Fold some laundry, come back. The less you scrub, the better you have prepared. That is the real hack within these hacks. Hack number 4, coffee and tea stain removal. Coffee and tea stains on mugs are caused by tannins, natural plant compounds that bond stubbornly to ceramic and enamel surfaces. These stains are not just cosmetic either. They can affect the taste of your next cup if they build up thick enough. For a regular mug, wet the inside and sprinkle in about a teaspoon of baking soda. Use a damp sponge to work it around in gentle circles. The mild abrasive quality of baking soda lifts the tannins away without scratching the glaze. You will see the brown rings start to fade almost immediately. For narrow thermoses or travel mugs where a sponge cannot reach the bottom, put 2 tablespoons of baking soda inside and fill it with hot water. Leave it to soak overnight. In the morning, shake it well and rinse it out. The stains will be gone without any scrubbing at all. This is especially useful for those deep, insulated travel mugs that are a nightmare to clean by hand. Hack number 5, carpet spot treatment. A spill on the carpet is one of those moments that can send your blood pressure up. Whether it is a glass of red wine, a cup of coffee, or something your grandkids tracked in, the instinct is to scrub at it immediately. Please resist that instinct. Scrubbing a fresh stain drives it deeper into the carpet fibers and spreads it wider. Instead, blot up as much of the liquid as possible with a clean paper towel or cloth. Press down firmly but do not rub. Once you have removed as much liquid as you can, cover the damp spot generously with baking soda. Not just a sprinkle, but good thick layer. Now leave it alone. Let it dry completely, which may take a few hours depending on how much liquid soaked in. The baking soda will absorb both the remaining moisture and the pigment from the spill as it dries. Once it is bone dry, vacuum it up thoroughly. Repeat the process if a faint shadow remains. This method works best on fresh spills, but it is also a useful first step for older stains that were never treated properly. At minimum, it deodorizes the area and pulls out residual moisture that could otherwise lead to mildew underneath the carpet. Hack number 6, the silverware restoration method. This one is my personal favorite to demonstrate because the reaction is so satisfying to watch. Tarnished silverware looks old and neglected, and most people assume you either need to buy expensive polish or take it somewhere to be cleaned. You do not. This method uses a simple chemical reaction to transfer the tarnish away from the silver without any scrubbing. Clean a bowl or a baking dish with aluminum foil with the shiny side facing upward. Lay your silverware in the dish, making sure each piece is touching the foil. Sprinkle 2 tablespoons of baking soda over everything. Then pour in enough boiling water to cover the silverware completely. Within seconds, you will see bubbles forming and smell a faint sulfur scent. That smell is the tarnish, which is silver sulfide, leaving the surface of your silverware and transferring chemically onto the aluminum foil. The baking soda facilitates this electrochemical reaction. After 5 minutes, remove the silverware, rinse it under clean water, and dry it with a soft cloth. The brightness and shine on pieces that looked yellow and dull is remarkable, and your elbows never had to do a thing. One important note, do not use this method on silver-plated items with gemstones or pieces where the stones might be glued in rather than set. The hot water can loosen adhesives. For solid sterling silver pieces without decorative stones, it is perfectly safe. Hack number 7, garbage disposal deodorizing. If your kitchen smells a little off and you cannot quite find the source, Your garbage disposal is a very likely suspect. The blades and the rubber splash guard collect food residue that breaks down over time, and pouring bleach down the drain is not the answer. It is corrosive to pipes and does not address the cause. Pour half a cup of baking soda directly into the disposal. Follow it immediately with half a cup of white vinegar. The fizzing reaction that follows helps loosen debris clinging to the blades and the interior walls of the drain. Let that reaction work for about 5 minutes without running water. Then turn on the hot water and run the disposal for 30 seconds to flush everything away. Do this once a month and your kitchen will stay noticeably fresher. It is also worth dropping a few citrus peels into the running disposal after this treatment. The natural citrus oils add a light, clean scent and help with the rubber components that tend to trap odors. Hack number 8, the refrigerator reset. The open box of baking soda in the refrigerator is a classic, but as a passive odor absorber, it only works on the air immediately around it. If your fridge has a strong smell from a spill, spoiled food, or just accumulated time, you need an active approach rather than a passive one. Start by removing everything from the fridge. Wipe all shelves and drawers with soapy water first to remove any visible residue. Then mix 4 tablespoons of baking soda into 1 quart of warm water and use this solution to wipe down the interior walls, the door shelves, and especially the rubber door seals. Those seals are notorious for trapping mold and odors in their ridges, and the baking soda solution neutralizes what soap alone misses. Once the interior is clean, place a small open bowl, not a box. A bowl gives more surface area. With fresh baking soda at the back of the fridge, replace it every 3 months. Mark the date on the bottom of the bowl so you do not forget. If the smell returning your nose when you open the fridge is significantly reduced, you have done it right. Hack number 9. Grout line brightening tile floors and backsplashes can look perpetually dingy even right after you mop, because the grout lines are what people actually see. Grout is porous, which means it traps dirt, grease, and mildew deep in its texture. Mopping spreads a cleaning solution across the surface but rarely gets into the grout effectively. Make a thick paste with baking soda and just enough water to hold it together. Apply this paste directly along the grout lines using an old toothbrush or a small cleaning brush. Let it sit for 10 minutes. Remember, contact time matters, then scrub the grout lines with the same brush using a firm back and forth motion. Wipe away the paste with a damp mop or cloth. The original color of the grout, whether it is white, cream, or gray, will start to emerge again. You may not restore it to factory new condition in one pass if years of buildup have accumulated, but even one session produces a visible improvement. This is a good project to do one room at a time rather than the whole house in one afternoon. Your knees and your back will thank you for pacing yourself. Tackle the kitchen or the bathroom first, where the grout tends to be dirtiest, and work your way through the house over a few weekends. Hack number 10, weekly drain maintenance. Clogged drains are one of the most frustrating household problems and one of the most avoidable. The cause is almost always the same: a slow buildup of grease, soap scum, and hair that gradually narrows the pipe over weeks and months until water barely moves through at all. By the time a drain is fully blocked, you are looking at a plumber's bill or a very unpleasant afternoon with a drain snake. The smarter approach is prevention, and baking soda makes prevention simple. Once a week, pick a day, make it a habit, pour half a cup of baking soda down each drain you use regularly. Follow it with half a cup of white vinegar. Immediately cover the drain with the plug or a folded cloth to keep the fizzing reaction working down inside the pipe rather than foaming up out of it. After 15 minutes, flush the drain with a full kettle of boiling water. This breaks down the thin film of grease before it has a chance to solidify into a blockage. It keeps the pipe walls clear and your drains moving freely. It is one of those tasks that feels almost too small to bother with, right up until the day you skip it for 6 months and find yourself standing in ankle-deep water in the shower. What not to use baking soda on. Part of using any cleaning tool well is knowing its limits. Baking soda is remarkably safe on most household surfaces, but there are a few exceptions worth knowing. Do not use it on aluminum cookware or bakeware. The alkaline chemistry can cause discoloration and pitting on aluminum. Do not use it on antique silverware that is glued in gemstones. Hot water during the foil method can loosen the adhesive, and do not mix it with bleach. While that combination does not create the toxic gas that bleach and ammonia produce, the two products simply cancel each other out chemically, leaving you with neither the alkaline power of the baking soda nor the disinfecting strength of the bleach. Use them separately if you need both, and rinse thoroughly between applications. Also, marble and some natural stone surfaces are sensitive to alkaline cleaners used repeatedly, so test any paste in an inconspicuous spot first. If you have marble countertops or floors, a box of baking soda costs about $1. It weighs next to nothing, it takes up almost no space in your cabinet, and as you have seen, It handles 10 completely different cleaning jobs that most people are paying a small fortune in sprays and scrubs to try to address, often without the same results. I think there is something genuinely freeing about simplifying your cleaning routine. Fewer products, less confusion about what goes where and on what surface, and less worry about chemical residue near your food or your grandchildren. Baking soda is food-grade safe. You bake with it. That tells you everything you need to know about how gentle it is. Pick one of these hacks and try it this week. Whichever one corresponds to the cleaning problem that has been bothering you the most. The oven door, the grout, the sink. Take a look before you start and notice the difference after. I think you will be pleased, and if you found this useful, please share it with someone who could benefit, a neighbor, a family member, a friend who is spending too much on cleaning products that are not working. Sharing these videos is one of the kindest things you can do for this community, and it helps us reach the people who need this kind of practical information most. I am John Marcus, and this is Seniors Cleaning Hacks. Every week we dig into the practical, straightforward methods that actually keep a home clean without unnecessary expense or effort. No gimmicks, no expensive gear, no products you need to buy from a link in the description. Just honest advice from someone who has spent a long time paying attention to what actually works. If you have a cleaning problem that has been driving you up the wall, sticky cabinet doors, burnt pans, grout that will not come clean, shoes that smell, drains that run slow, drop it in the comments. I read through them and your problem might become the topic of a future video. And if you want to explore more ways to clean smarter around the home, the video right here will walk you through how to keep your wood cabinets looking fresh and protected without damaging the finish. It is simple, it works, and it will save your cabinets for years to come. Thanks so much for spending time with us. We will see you in the next one.